Then we can ask her to use that. Yeah.
Thank you for being here in what is now the first event of this pavilion in COP 2028. My name is Gretel Aguilar, and I am IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, Director General. It really brings me a great joy to be here and to open this very first event of the IUCN Pavilion. Our pavilion, as you can see, is called Unite for Nature, because it is exactly what we are doing, bringing our members, partners, experts all around the world, and friends together, unite for nature. IUCN was established in 1948, today I will say almost 75 years and 2 months. And back then, a few governments and non-governmental organizations and international organizations gathered together and created what is today this union that at that time and even today promised to build a better world. The IUCN was founded in France, a country that was only just starting to, at that time, to re-emerge from the ashes of the World War II. And our mission back then was continue to drive from strength to strength across the decades. Today, IUCN has more than 1,400 members, 16,000 experts within 7 commissions, 1,000 staff members, and offices in 69 countries around the world. So as you can see, we are this vast network of people who believe in a better future. As we work in many domains, from seas and to forests to species to indigenous rights, we all join in wanting this vision of a better planet for all. We are a diverse union, and that is strong because we all strive towards one common goal: achieving a just world that values and conserves nature. The vision has taken us from 1948 till this very moment, where I stand here in front of all of you in Dubai. And as we all know, this is a very important COP. The effects of climate change are being felt all across the world, within 2023 currently on track to be the warmest year on record. And as we can see all around us, people and nature are suffering tremendously from the impact of climate change. Yet, we are nowhere close to where we need to be in addressing this problem, with global greenhouse gas emissions continuing to rise. The latest analysis showed that even if countries fully implement all the unconditional commitments that they have made under the Paris Agreement, the planet's temperature remains on track to rise by 3 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. This COP28 is especially important as it will conclude the first global stocktake of the Paris Agreement, which will confirm the progress we have actually made since that momentous milestone. This provides the opportunity to raise our collective ambitions and to emphasize the need for bolder collaboration and action. This COP, therefore, provides the chance to take stock and correct course and to raise collective ambition on all fronts to keep the goal of 1.5 degrees Celsius alive. But let me say a few words about what we're going to do this afternoon in this side event. We have very committed people, all of you here, and you're going to hear from our commission chairs, three commissions, and from one of our experts, Dr. Sandeep Sesgulpa, who is the IUCN Global Policy Lead on Climate Change. Let me express my thanks to the leaders of the three IUCN commissions who have vast experience and knowledge of working on climate change from different perspectives. We will hear from them on what their expectations from COP28 are, especially on nature and climate, and what they think a good outcome from Dubai will be. So let me check with you a little bit about each of them. First, we will hear from Manuel Pulgar Vidal. Bienvenido, Manuel. Manuel is the chair of the IUCN Climate Crisis Commission. He is also WWF Global Leader on Climate and Energy. Formerly, he was the Peruvian Minister of Environment and the president of COP20. And now Manuel is also serving on the advisory committee for COP28 set up by the UAE presidency. Next, we will have Professor Christina Boyd, who chairs the IUCN World Commission on Environmental Law, and who is also a climate negotiator and legal advisor for Norway. Christina is a professor of international law at the University of Oslo and also serves as a co-chair of the Paris Agreement Implementation and Compliance Committee. Welcome, Christina. Last and most definitely very welcome, we have Kristen Walker, chair of the IUCN Commission on Environmental, Economic and Social Policy. Kristen, who is also senior vice president at Conservation International, has been actively involved in advancing the rights and concerns of indigenous peoples on climate change, including in the UNFCCC Local Communities and Indigenous Peoples Platform. Through these different perspectives from international renowned leaders and experts, it is our hope that by the end of this session, you will leave inspired. Inspired not just because you will have learned something new about what the world must do to tackle the challenges ahead of us, but inspired because you will leave realizing that all stakeholders have a crucial role to play, and that includes you, me, and all of us. And of course, I see here many members of indigenous peoples community, so welcome. And you too, because you are key in this journey. With this, I am very pleased to invite Sandeep to tell us more about IUCN key messages. Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you, Gretel. First of all, I can see that there are some colleagues standing at the back. There's seating room here, so please feel free to come forward and sit in the front. Yeah, don't be shy. All right, so I think, we have already heard from Gretel the importance of this COP, and what I'm going to try and do in the next 15 minutes or so is present the key messages that IUCN has for COP28. Next slide, please. Oh, actually, I've got this. I can use this. So for COP28, IUCN has 10 important key messages for the parties. But before we get into the substance of the messages itself, let me quickly take you through the process that we followed to arrive at our position paper, to arrive at these messages. So our position paper was developed by the IUCN COP28 working group, which included members of the council, including commission chairs, and also various colleagues across the secretariat. It also incorporated feedback from each of the 7